this is one of the few franchises that seems to really resonate with the kids, right? We've had a similar thing with Demon Slayer, which is making a stupid amount of money. One of the things we've been kind of noticing, like if you go into older reviews of ours, pop culture is basically recycling things from the 80s and 90s, right? Like it's your Star Wars, it's your Marvel, it's your Jurassic Park. There's very little stuff for this generation. Minecraft was one of those things that was a breakout success because it, like, millions of people have been playing Minecraft and it's massively popular with that age group. And so this was a movie that was speaking to them and it was making references they understood. And it wasn't just something that their parents liked and that companies were telling them to like now. This has made $100 million, 110 after the first weekend. That's huge. There's much better movies than this that made much less money. And that's because the kids are turning out for this. If you just care about movies having a future and not just dying out when the last people who are nostalgic for the 80s and 90s die out, and then movies are over because we've not been building new franchises and new stories. You have to go into the 2000s for things like Hunger Games and Twilight and Harry Potter's 90s. You know what I mean? Like, it's slim pickings after 2010. And if you are like 16 now, like I've been asking for 2 years, if you are 16, what is your story? What is your Star Wars? What, you know what I mean? What is your Harry Potter? And it's a pretty short list. And Five Nights at Freddy's is on that list. This is something that is organically popular news story, right? It's an adaptation from a series of games. Marvel has been recycled for 60 years. Batman is 100 years old. Superman is 100 years old. Star Wars is over 50. We can debate about where exactly we want to put the cutoff, but I'm just saying this is organically popular with the kids these days. The studios are noticing this and making an adaptation that is true to what people like about this. For the most part. We can argue about the details, but it's not trash. It's not just member berries. It's not just recognizing a thing. When Minecraft came out, I was a little bit concerned about, is this the future of movies? Is this what it takes to get the kids excited? And I think part of me, it's not a majority part, but it's like a small part that is kind of relieved that this exists, because this is still very story-based. And I spent an hour today watching an analysis of the story of the first game. This is a story-based game that's popular with the kids, and they are into it because of the story. And it's successful. That means we will get more of it and more like it. And I'm just excited about that part of it. That by itself does not make it a good movie, but it's a good symptom of where movies might be in 10 years from now.
I can agree with that.
Which is not an argument for why you should like this movie or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, on a 30,000 foot view for where movies are heading and how maybe the next generation can get on board with movies as an art form, which is one of the big concerns, that they might simply shrug and say, no, I want to watch just TikTok for 10 hours a day. And that's a concern that long form storytelling might just not happen anymore at some point, because it's just simply in the same way that I do not give a damn about opera. You cannot get me excited about opera. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not my thing. And there's no guarantee that movies will always be around just because they've been around for 100 years. It's actually not that long compared to many other art forms. And I think that is part of why I like that this exists. And the kids are into it in large numbers, which is a signal to the studios to make more like this. And I'm okay with that.